Good morning to you, and welcome. I'm glad you're here. This Sunday, amidst the chaos of our world, we are invited to a time of rejoicing as we light our third pink candle on the Advent wreath and are reminded of the joy that is to come. When our world is filled with chaos and uncertainty, where there are shootings on college campuses and synagogues in Australia, we have to wonder about this time, about how we rejoice in the midst of all of this world. And we hear our readings this morning. Isaiah was written during a time of uncertainty and fear and tumult for the people of Israel as they were far from home, waiting for God to come, for someone to come, for the time for them to be able to return to their homes, for some unknown help to come that would give them certainty, give them back their identity, give them back that sense of security they once felt. Amidst that experience, as the people of Israel are wandering, and I'm trying to find the microphone's sweet spot so y'all can hear me. Amidst all of that, Isaiah prophesies of this coming time of rejoicing, when the desert flowers will bloom and things will be, again, a time of richness, of celebration, of rejoicing. A word of hope in the midst of the chaos and uncertainty of the Israelites' world at that time. A world of hope in the uncertainty of our world, in our time and place. We hear in James' letter the exhortation to patience. Patience is something we struggle with. Patience while we wait. Patience while we watch the world that seems to crumble sometimes around us. Patience as we seek to do God's will in the world and bring God's love alive, and sometimes see it fall as if on deaf ears. In our gospel this morning, we have John the Baptist asking of Jesus, "Are you the one who is to come, or are we to wait for another?" In our lives, in our world, we are called on not to convert the world around us, but to proclaim in all that we do God's love. Come on now. God's compassion and grace. The gift of God's presence amongst us as we are a community that is strong because we are together. And then we're exhorted to patience, because our job isn't the conversion of the world. That's God's job. Our job is to help make an opening for God to get in, to reach out to those who are on the margins and draw them in with hands of love and healing for those who are sick and suffering in our world, to show them by our words and our actions that they matter, that they are loved. And in that moment of divine grace and presence, hearts are opened. Conversion happens not by us, but by God. And that question comes again and again. Are you the one to come, or are we to wait for another? As we go out from the doors of this place, we are called to be the one who reaches out with those hands of healing and love, to see the unseen and hear the unheard, to lift them up and draw them in, to feed the hungry and clothe the naked, to welcome in God's name all those that we encounter in our world. And as their searching eyes meet ours, the question in their hearts, are you the one who will notice me, who will see me, who will hear me? Or am I to wait for another? The gift that we get to take with us from this place is being called to be the one who sees, who hears, who acts on our faith. To allow the world to come alive with God's love. To help those breakthrough moments of God's kingdom happen here and now in our lives and world. To be the proclaimers of God's love and grace and healing and passion. To find us, to know us, to make us whole. Not in spite of who we are, but because each of us is God's beloved child. And so this Sunday, we're invited to a time of rejoicing amidst the chaos of our world, because we get to go out in joy and hope and love to sow those seeds of God's presence in our world, trusting that God will make a difference through us. I talked a little bit last week about Anthony's adoption day. Today is Anthony's anniversary of his adoption day. 16 years ago today, we stood in a courtroom with a judge and signed papers and watched the judge sign papers that made Anthony our forever son. Anthony is 17, and I couldn't be more proud to be his pop. He came home the day after my birthday in 2008. Quite a good birthday gift. And then the time of waiting started as we waited for over a year. And I know I talked about that last week, but waiting for over a year with uncertainty, with hope, waiting and hoping. And when this day arrived, getting to rejoice that our son got to come home to us forever. Sometimes we wait for things that are just life-changing. In this time of Advent, we're reminded of this time of waiting as we wait for the birth of God's love into the world. And as we are called in this morning's gospel and other readings to be that gift of God's love that continues to live in our world every day, reaching out to those who have been waiting, reaching out to those who have been hoping, reaching out to those who have been suffering in a chaotic world, wondering if they will be seen and heard, and rejoicing when they are. We get to change lives by who we are. We don't have to try to change the whole world. But as we go out and reach out and change one life at a time because of our love, our hope, our faith, one life at a time we change the world. And so we are called to rejoice this morning. Rejoice that the time of celebration is coming near. Rejoice that we are called into the world to be the sowers of those seeds of God's love. Rejoice that we are a community that is strong by our faith, by our coming together with the common purpose of celebrating, of being whole, nourished, and ready to go out into our world. And rejoice that we get to be those bringers of light that continue to show God's kingdom to those around us. The Sunday is called Gaudete Sunday. It means rejoice. The pink candle is often accompanied by pink vestments, which we don't have. I'm not too sad. It's not my color. But go forth from this place this day rejoicing. Be the light and love and life. that we are called to be in this world. And let your faith change the world around you, one life and one action at a time. Amen.